Slowly, please. Good morning. Namaste, Masters. Welcome, everyone. I'm Lavanya Vishwanath, your host for today's session, joining you from Australia with divine blessings of Dr. Brahmashi Subhash Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji. Let us start our session on the DeviReddy YouTube channel, brought to you by the Pyramid Spiritual Society Movement. Happy Mother's Day, Masters. Truly, motherhood embodies a divine and sacred calling, unmatched in its dedication to children. The influence of a mother holds in shaping her children's life is immeasurable, making it the greatest good in the world. With that, once again, happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out here. On this special day, we are deeply honored to welcome our Senior Master Naveena DeviReddy as our guest speaker today. She joins us to share her invaluable insights on the journey of our spiritual journey. So let us open our hearts and minds as we listen to her wisdom and guidance on the sacred path of self-discovery and enlightenment. Welcome, ma'am. Let me introduce you to... So Naveena ma'am, she hails from Anantapur, India, and currently residing in Australia, Melbourne. She serves as a senior test analyst for Educational Services Australia. Embarking on her spiritual journey in 2017, her mission is to propagate positivity and happiness. Please join me in welcoming Naveena ma'am. We are grateful for your presence and eager to learn from your profound teachings. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Lavanya ma'am. Thank you so much for the great introduction. Thank you, ma'am. Happy Mother's Day. So, do I need to spot myself, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day, ma'am. Happy Mother's Day to all masters. Actually, I forgot about that when you said, like, I get so emotional.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invite and coming on this Mother's Day and making this occasion special for us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It's my pleasure talking on Mother's Day, like introducing myself as a mother, and so all my discussions going on mother only. That's what I'm telling my spiritual transformation, like on Mother's Day. Thank you so much. Thank you, masters. Thank you, Lavanya ma'am, for giving such a wonderful opportunity today. First of all, Lavanya ma'am already introduced me. My name is Naveena. So currently I'm staying at Melbourne. I'm working as a senior test analyst at Educational Service Australia. So I don't know where I need to start Exactly. So my spiritual journey started at 2007. So my first guru is Garpati Lalta Madam. So she's very close to Patri Sir and Chanamala. When 2007, so we are doing so much spiritual activities and Hyderabad. So we are roaming around Hyderabad and teaching the the general homes and so the kids who is at the stations, and we are so roaming all around the Hyderabad, and we are teaching the meditation to them. So at that time I don't know anything about the meditation. Just I don't know how I went to volunteer. I didn't remember at all. I got the opportunity, I went there, and I'm serving there. And but when I start, I'm doing meditation. So, but it is relaxing me. But I never say to my friend or my colleagues or anyone. I never spread that in my like a friends or anyone. Whenever I'm treating meditation as if we get the pain, we are taking the paracetamol. So in the same way, I'm using meditation as the same way. So okay, I'm getting the headache. Okay, let's do meditation. In that way, I'm using. I never deep into that it is useful to my life. How I need to transform with that. I never realized in that time. So, but the process is going on in my life. Mm, Uh, After marriage, we came to Australia. No, not after marriage, we went to US, and after that, we came to Australia. When my son born, so he born in 2015. So the journey started mm, when he's at 2.5 years. So we the doctor. So they said he was diagnosed as autism. So at that time, so then I realized that one, why we came Australia, why so many questions. I have so much emotions. Then and the situation, okay, I had to plan. I don't know anything, but I had to plan myself. I had to change myself. I need to accept the things myself. I got so many questions. I didn't stuck there, but I want to change myself. I want to accept my kid as it is. I realized in that way. I never sad about that. Like, oh, my son is autistic. How I need to face the world and those ones. I didn't get that situation. I want to change that the situation in my life. Just I got the opportunity. I got the number of Sarojana. So I called the ma'am. I don't know. I got so much energy in my body when I talked to Saroja ma'am. I much so much 20 years, 30 years of connection, hundreds of years connection like that. I feel in that way. So when I start talking to Saroja ma'am, so she said to me, she shared some the workshops and those ones. So that is the my first step of the spiritual journey. I felt in that way, first step. So before that, I know meditation from 2007, but I'm always feeling that the meditation just relaxing the thing. And if you do meditation, you get relaxed. That is the only concept I know in the meditation. Though my mom is doing and my brother is doing, but I never deep into the meditation. But just the positive connection is there, but I never deep into that. But when I met Saroja ma'am and when I started the workshops of Saroja ma'am, um, attending the first session is the complete holistic wisdom. So how to treat your life in a completely the holistic way. So that is my first session. In that session, I started questioning myself why I am like this. Like a, yeah, I want to share one more thing in my life. So my dad is very close to me. So we lost my dad at 2005. I am having so many blocks in my inner. I don't know about that because he was very close to me. I lost him when I'm studying in BTech, but I don't know anything. So we moved on. but we don't know anything what the inner feeling of ourselves. Like we have so much of connection with them, but we moved on in our life and we are very happy in our life. But whatever we are losing the connection, we never get to know that it's like how we are facing inside, how the blocks will come inside, how inferiority will come inside. Suppose we see the mother, so we are expecting that love from other person. If they are not giving, we get that anxiety, we get that anger, and those ones. So I'm in that state actually. So like if even I am very helpful, I'm doing anything for, like if anyone asks anything, so I'm doing like a very helpful person. But I'm getting like the small things, I'm getting angry and sad, and suddenly I'm crying like that. So my state is in that way. And also uh, um, the purpose of the to came to Australia is I want to do job. So I want to get the IT job here. So that is main purpose to get to came to Australia, because I get the gaps between after marriage. Like I'm working, still working, but like I'm having so many gaps because I'm not getting job in India. That's why we want to move to Australia. So we make a decision in that way. Okay, let's go to other state. Maybe we'll get. So my husband got the opportunity. We came here. So all the blocks are like this. Like my dad, the relation, the emotional relation, and that in the the current situation, the block, one more block is the job, and another one. So when my son birth, so 2000, like 2015, so in 2017 he got diagnosed as autism. So the all these are there when I met Saroja ma'am. My journey, like my uh, thinking, and I'm like so if anyone touch me, I'm crying like this, like I'm having so much, but I have confidence something is coming to me. No, the thing is there, something is changing my life, something, the small intents will be there in my mind. I don't know how it's going to be, but that is the Saroja madam workshops. So when I started the journey, so I want to explain that one only. So before that, I didn't do any sajjan sangatya or anything. I didn't never discuss the things like what is going in my inside, or anything what is going anything, because we don't know the connection, why it is happening, why we are crying, why we are sad. So we always thinking, let's do meditation, it will go. Let's do meditation, the sadness will go. Like, so we always thinking, but inner side. So if you are thinking about yourself, if you are thinking that the thing with the spirituality, so that will change our lives. So that is I'm the one example for that. So yeah, it is going. So first session is holistic wisdom, I said you, right? So in that session only, Saroja ma'am connected the possible thinking. So how you need to think, how we need to look around yourself in the broader way, the spiritual way, those things in that session discussion. So I got like very much attracted to that. Okay, let's start my journey with this. So on that situation, on that time, even my husband didn't accept that my son have autism. Even I, I accept it, but not completely. No, it's not like not completely, but it's like no, he's not having. No, he's not having. No, why they are saying like that? So in that way, we are going. We are not going like how we need to help him. No, we are like fighting with the world. No, they are saying like that. So he is not in that situation. No, he is talking. Why they are saying like that? So we are fighting the world. We are not thinking like how we need to help him. So we are not in that mind. Yeah. After that, I started like a thinking. uh, After Sarojana madam, one more session, the next session is the karma session. So in the karma session, so I understand the thing, what is mean by karma, and how it is, like before that, I didn't believe the karma at all. So I understand that how it is in our life. The first thing I understand it, whatever the journey, whoever the journey. So what, like, I design myself, the spiritual, complete the life. I design myself in the spiritual, whatever the things. I design myself. This, so whatever that. So if my son is autism, I designed that one. I believe in that after the karma session. I don't know how I changed, but please, guys, if you are able to uh, time or anything, listen the Saroja Madam karma session was like a complete life transformation. Will complete the understanding of karma is there in that session. Madam mentioned only one thing. You know, so I have the connection with my daddy saying like that. Madam said, though one soul is going, it's like, they are they're getting the another journey, life journey, whatever the souls. So they are just changing the dress, the new dress, like the older dress to new dress, like in that way. So she mentioned that one. I don't know. I accepted that my dad thing as well. It's like, I started thinking, so where I need to changing the things with my dad. So how the connection where I need to cut off. So cut off means like, and I don't need to completely like forget him, not like that. How the connection, the blocking, the missing part is there, right? So we always thinking, so I'm missing like that. So why I'm not having dad? Why I'm not having the better connection with me? So we are thinking in that path. I changed myself. I'm always so on the from that day, I reminding myself like the beautiful moments of him. So in that way, I'm getting happiness from that. So yeah, the way so completely my way of thinking is changing. So then coming to my son thing. So when I started listening the Sitaina sessions, I think in pages I'm also like Saraja madam started the workshops of Sitaina. Those sessions is completely changed me. So so Sitaina sessions, madam started connecting like a Sita Mata connection with the nature. So I started connecting with the nature. So I know the process is going to be like my son accepting those things, but what I want to say is here. So you first you have to change yourself, then only you can accept the surroundings. So if you're not accepting the things, suppose you got angry, you got sad, you got anything like that. So you have to accept that thing. It's coming from your inside. It's not coming from the outside of the world. So I accepted in that way. Suppose if I get angry on anything, the outsiders or to my husband, so I started thinking myself. So all these ones, when keep on listening the things, keep on listening the spiritual things, keep on listening that. So why I'm always connecting, saying to like Saroja madam sessions, and so I keep on listening, the keep on like the workshops at the classes and those ones, I keep on. So I've started understanding myself. Suppose Sita Saroja madam tell about Sita Devi or anything, so Sita Mata. So I connected that situation with myself. In Sita Ainam. So the story with the, sorry, I forgot that the uh, last janma and the next janma, that karma, how it's extended. So those ones I related that one myself. So I'm doing forgive myself. So if I do anything in that in the any karma in the olden days, so I forgive myself. And also, if anything happen in my life, like suppose the job extremely, the first the job thing. So I'm thinking, like, I accepted after Sitayanam. Okay, if the job is not there, what happened? So I accepted in that way. If I do the normal job, I started working the teacher and the support teacher. So what happened? So before, I'm not having that, like, no, I have to do IT job only. Why I studied BTech and why studying that way? So the ego mind is there always. But after listening to Sitayanam, I don't know how I changed my mind. Okay, let's start my journey with anything. So why I came here, I do job. So I started in that way. So always my thinking is changing with the sessions. That was very true. So uh, I getting the confident on that, and also I'm accepting the things surrounding me. First, I accepted my son as it is. So I can't say exactly what we change it, but I can say my mind thinking is changing with the spiritual talks and spiritual journey or those things. So that is the main thing. So you do meditation, whatever we do, that is helpful in our life. How it is helpful? The thinking, and also the better understanding of spirituality. So those things. And if and so many people are thinking, like, okay, the meditation, so we are doing meditation, so the life going to be like a brighter, and so we are thinking, okay, I'm doing meditation, why I'm getting these like hurdles and those ones, I got a headache, why I got this pain and those ones. No, the meditation is a very good tool for us to improve our energies and to get more focus and those ones. But when you change yourself, when you think, the thinking or the process thinking yourself, then only you can get the transformation, then only you can accept that anything in your life. So I after the Saroja Madam sessions, we started servicing the people. Like we started a Crystal Children Corner, and we are telling the classes to the children. And so in that process, what we did is we learn ourselves. We learn the things, whatever we are telling the students or whatever we are doing, but we are doing first. We are learning that completely. Then only we are telling to the students. So in that process also, completely we are changing ourselves. Well, so I took the classes of happiness. So in happiness class, I learned so many things like gratitude, forgiveness, love attraction, and all these things. First I learned, I put that all the things in my life. Suppose uh, uh, suppose if you are thinking, anything happen, so some person or friend, so they're talking something, so you're not happy with that words, or you're not happy with that. So first, in my mind, what I get is, so suppose I'm getting angry and anything, so what in my mind I think is, I want to think the gratitude of them. Like, I want, if anything, if she helped me anything or anything, so I want to give the gratitude at that time. So I forgot these words. Like, so in that way I remain the gratitude. In that way, I will be aware of the things. So that means, why like the friends, why you need to be compromise, and those words will come. But no, so this is your life, you need to be happy. But so in that way I'm thinking, uh, always I remember myself is, the gratitude, the acceptance and acceptance, surrender, I feel both are same. So when you accept anything, so that could be the surrender. So it's no thought at all. So I'm always like, if I accept my son, if I'm accepting the sign, I completely surrender to him. Whatever he do, whatever he's his life or anything, so I keep supporting. That's it. I don't have any other mind, any other thinking. So that is my way of accepting and my way of surrender. So suppose we are so okay, no, I accept him. Then he was jumping on the bed, but we getting that emotion, oh, why he's jumping, why he's jumping. No, so we had to accept completely. So then we don't get that emotion. That's what I want to explain. Yeah, yeah, and uh, yeah. So mostly the things, and also I want to tell about that the BYM Saroja Madam is conducting the spiritual parenting sessions. Those ones are very helpful to me. So to that the accepting that autism and anything. So accepting my son, and also I want to tell you, like, when I didn't accept the things when my son, and after the journey started, we are having, we don't know how our minds and those things changing because of my thinking is changing. That is that the thing. So many parts are showing us how to start our journey with him. Like, so many things are coming in our life without knowing. So that means whenever you're changing your mind and whenever your thinking process is changing, all will come. We can see the paths, like whatever the struggles are we are doing, we can see the paths like in the good way, like the smooth way, like that. We can see that way. It is same happened to my job as well. So when I started thinking myself, okay, let's start the new journey. I started as a support teacher. So then, after that, uh, I suddenly got like the COVID time. I think I suddenly got some of my friends said, let's start um, uh, 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 at trying the IT industry. So then I started. Then I don't know. Within 3 months, within 3 months, I got the job in the IT. Uh, I never expected this one. Because I got scared of attending the interviews, and I got scared of that even IT, because I never work in the big industries. I work in IT, but I never work. I am always thinking my fluency of English is not good in that way. But I accept the thing. I am going to the job, so I accept the things. Even I attracted that whatever we are thinking, like law of attraction. Those ones. I'm doing the job in IT industry, so I got that confident. I started. I got the job in like the second interview only. I got the job. So what I want to explain is, so when you change your mind, when you accept the whatever the blockers inside, like whatever the previously happened. So we are thinking that the current situation always. No, we are not connecting to the older things, or like even in the Saroja Madam, we are having. What is that, ma'am? I forgot that the class, the inner journey. No, we have
Inner
workshop.
child. Inner child.
Yeah. Yes, inner child. So we forgot about whatever the things happened in child moments, like the emotions and the connections. We are having the blocks inside. So that is also reflecting the current journey. So in that workshops, we change ourselves, like all the blocks, we releasing those ones, and also we forgive that situations, and then and the current situation, whatever their emotions, whatever you are having, that any bad things or anything, that going to be released in that, when you release the inner blocks. So yeah, mostly masters, I'm always having the, so we are discussing the four pillars always in my mind: the gratitude, the awareness, surrender, and forgiveness. So these ones I always remind myself. So when, but this is not the short journey. This is very long journey. We every day we are listening that, every weekly once we are listening the Saroja Madam sessions in that way. And also I had to mention the Thousand Seeds of Joy sessions as well. So those sessions also every day. Suppose today this happened. So today I got angry on my husband today. So these things also, like we got connected with that. And okay, and also someone says, suppose my manager says something to me. So how I need to release that one. So in that sessions, I can easily connect it with that. Uh, when we go through that, when you listen these ones, you get to understand, because so Navina saying like this, how she changed, and we are thinking. But if you go this process and understanding yourself, when you put the connecting to the what they're saying, suppose Sarja madam said sometimes, like, you can't connect with them, but you need to connect the things with yourself, not like a Sarja madam is saying something, mm, why it is not connecting, why it is to me like that we are thinking. But no, when you connect the things in yourself, then you can better understanding the process, why it is coming to you. I believe that anything, anyone you're saying something to me, that is something the universe is telling to you. So I always believe that one. Then only I can able to, mm, make the changes or anything in my life. Yeah, um, uh, that's it, masters. I think I I explained that much well, because you know I can't explain English properly if I don't know you understand or not. So many things are there, I'm not connecting properly. But whatever is there, that when I started my spiritual journey with the Saroja ma'am, I started changing myself. That's what I want to hear, I want to explain. Before, I was completely, the inferiority, the ego minding, and those ones. Now I don't have any. I can say directly, even I can say I don't have ego. I can say that one. I'm happy with that. It is not the proud, I'm happy with that. Yeah, my journey is like going, my life journey is going very smoothly, and I'm happy. Thank you, Lavanya ma'am.
Thank you, Naveena ma'am. So it's really a wonderful session. I have learned a lot. Like every time when I speak to you, I get goosebumps. The way, I mean, it's not easy. Especially, I mean, just doing meditation and not using those principles into the life, it's easy. But putting that principles into our day-to-day life, it's a main big challenge, which I still struggle. But I see you are in such a wonderful journey. Like I have seen you, I've seen you from so many years. I'm really like I always feel proud of yourself because by looking at you and always your beautiful smile on your face, every time whenever we meet, when I like your smile, like it makes my day. So masters, if you have any questions, please you can either you can either put it into the chat or you can raise your hands, whichever way you feel comfortable. So Naveena ma'am, she is really, I mean, let me just give you a little more details. So she and Gangadhar sir, her husband, say they work relentlessly to Saroja ma'am's platform, that is Beyond Your Mind Foundation. So though we could think, I mean, it's easy, but it's not easy at all. So if you have any questions, please do raise your hand here. And Naveena ma'am, so let me use this time before our masters put it across. So my question is like, how do we, I mean, yes, like we have so many blocks. So how do we know, like, okay, I'm not attending any sessions of Saroja ma'am's, suppose you say, if you think like that, a person who is new to meditation or like who have not attended Saroja ma'am's platform, anything, how do you think that we can identify blocks in ourselves? Like, do you let me know like how to identify any kind of tips, or like will you be able to see any kind of emotions in our body, or like what are the triggers which you could say?
uh, I can't connect without, like, the Saroja madam sessions. I don't know. Even I am at this situation. I don't know. I keep on getting angry and keep on throwing my words and those ones. I'm always doing that one. I never realizes that that is the block. So whenever we are thinking, whenever whatever the anger, whatever the sad, whatever is emotions, that is coming from your block only. Suppose in the daily life situations, as a woman, we're thinking like the kids. We always give that the good things. We always give that. So the way we think, like the parents are there, we always give them like a good food. We have to be better daughter, like that. In that way, we are thinking. Suppose if you didn't do that one, what happened? The guilt forms. So okay, I didn't do that one. Like the guilt forms. So that is one blocker for us at that situation. But we don't know. We never realized that one. So, but if you are not started the spiritual journey and if you're not understanding what is the guilt, why it is happened, we don't know why you are getting the angry as well. So yeah, that one. If you start the spiritual journey, if you start understanding these paths, then only we can realize that is the blocker for us.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. And also, like, do you think that just meditation is enough, or do we need to listen or any kind of sessions? So, if so, why we should listen? Like, and I heard that your life has changed. So let's can you just emphasize? Is just only doing meditation is enough, or like it has to go hand in hand with knowledge as well? Yeah.
Uh, so if we don't have knowledge on that, we can't understand ourselves first. So we do meditation. That's better. But if you understand yourself, if you accept the things in your life, that so meditation is going to be like a receiving the energies, and we are helping the people, like you are helping in our home, that will be helpful. But whatever your struggle inside, whatever the emotions are releasing, and you don't have any paths for that, like to end up normally a woman would never think that when that why the emotion is coming and why we are not accepting the things, and why you always be like expecting the things from outside the world. So we are all the women always in that state. So when you start listening these ones, you get better understanding. So for my suggestion as a woman, everyone need to listen Thousand Seeds of Joy sessions, Saroja ma'am. Then you can understand what is the important of women. And especially on the Mother's Day, we are talking about these ones. We really, Lavanya ma'am, we never know this is happened to us, like why it is happened. We never know. When we connected the things and when we are discussing the things, if we listen others' experiences, then only we can realize the things. Even Thousand Seeds of Chai, when the sharing their experiences, we connected with that. So with their master's experiences, and we realized so many situations. The even the Saroja madam explanations and those ones, we connected with that, and we are realizing those ones. So if you're not going in the discussions and listening to these ones, if only doing meditation, I don't think so. It will be helpful for you.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Rightly said. Yeah, only just meditation, it does not help because our energy will be leaking during our
Yes,
day-to-day life.
correct.
So, which will not be helpful for us. Yes, it has to go with hand in hand with knowledge.
Yes,
Absolutely
yes,
right,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes. Even our bonding, when we are discussing, like you, Lila madam, and we are sharing the experiences. We are thinking like in the daily routine, these are silly things. No, that's not silly things. When you share that, then the the understanding is different. So yeah, so better go with the group or anything, and the understanding is completely going to be different in our life.
Yes, ma'am. And one more question. So I know you have a beautiful daughter who is a teenager. So I would like to know some tips, like how do you go deal with a teenager daughter? I know it's like it's not easy, So any tips for us from parenting side? How should we go with our daughters? Like, what do you do with your daughter? Like, what kind of, so that it will be helpful for any teenager, mother, a boy, a girl, it doesn't matter. So we just need a little inputs on that.
The spiritual parenting classes is very helpful in that way. So before, I have very much bonding with my daughter, but I'm very much attached to her. After she was like a 10, 11 years, so she was listening very like whatever I said she was doing. But after 11 years or 12 years, she is getting tantrum, like she's not listening and she's not like a. So I'm thinking like she's not giving me value like that. In that way I'm thinking. But when I listening the spiritual classes, so I'm thinking the her side view only. So I'm not thinking, I'm not putting my emotions when I'm talking to her. So say suppose when she's talking rude to me, like, so I'm always thinking about her emotion, like why she's doing to me, why she with the mother, how she's talking to me, that type of emotions will come for us, right? I never listen those emotions. I never put my emotions when I'm talking to her. That is the main thing we have to do. Whatever they are doing, just the her side view. I always thinking the her side view. Okay, she is getting angry. Okay, what is blocking her? Why she's getting the emotion? So is there anything inferiority? Like, is there anything happen like from friend side? Just I'll leave that time, and after that I sit with her and I'll talk. So whenever she's like a normal time, she's not in the high emotions, and that time I'll talk to her, and but I never ask directly or anything, just slowly what happened today, and that way I can communicate. In that way I can understand the things. And also for the teenagers, that one more thing is, don't criticize the things to the kids always, so they don't like that one. Even so, in our thing, so if you want to be like a good mom, if you want to be like a good doctor, we always do the things, so they also do the best things to them. So they also in that way, in that thinking only, they don't know, no, if I do this is not the good thing. Like, they don't know, if I didn't put the clean room, uh, so, the mom is not happy, and so they don't know the things. Just even the smaller things, don't criticize. Just tell what you want to do, especially when we are in Australia. So any other countries, so India, the situation is completely different. They are traveling with their emotions completely, but here they are not completely with our emotions. So they outside the thinking, whatever that they're learning is completely different. And even we need to accept that one. So yeah, whatever they're doing, just explain in the normal way. Don't criticize, and don't uh, put your point like this. You are doing this one, you are doing this one. That was I learned from the spiritual parenting. Like, I never put the pointing, why you did this, why you don't did, and even the marks as well, the schools as well. So how much you spend time in that, you get that marks. So I always that one only. How much you put energies, you get that marks. So we accept that one. If you put more energies and studies and study, you get the good marks. That's what I explained. Even she felt in the same way. The thinking, because she also started journey with me, the spiritual journey with me. Whatever I'm learning, when I'm talking with her, the it is going on her only. When I'm showing the path, they learn that one only, right? So so she also started journey with me, and she was, Joshua, right, ma'am? She's growing like I felt very proud. They are, they are the process. They started in 10 only. So the spiritual journey, whatever is there. And one more situation I want to explain. If you have two kids, so that is, you know, So the spirituality is spiritual parenting is completely different. We had so, and also, so my son is autism, so I have to, she need to accept that one. She need to understand that one how it's go. So we had to explain the things and in the better way. But why you're doing this one? You know that you know him, right? So we I never do that things. When whatever she want to explain, she want to help to him. Whatever she want to do from inside of her only. I don't want to put her more efforts. Those ones you are not doing, you are not helping. I never do that one. So thank you, ma'am.
That's, good sharing, Naveena ma'am. And also one question, Naveena ma'am. So people think that meditation is only for people who are old age, not for the young kids. So what's your take? Like, I know Joshua is doing meditation from very young. So what, like, do you suggest that meditation should be introduced to the children at the very early age? Or why is it? If so, why is it?
Uh, Ma'am, definitely, like in our Crystal Children Corner, 5 years, we started like 5 minutes or 10 minutes meditation. Definitely useful for them. Normally for our age, so we are getting better understanding. We are thinking whatever that the madam is saying, we are getting better understanding. But so when they started at 5, 6, 10, suppose 10. So if we explain, if suppose crystal children classes, we explain the things, they are the planes, like a plain, the mind is plain. If whatever we said, that is going inside, the understanding is better than us, because they don't have any emotional connections. Like we are 30, 40 years, we have so much emotional connections with that. So our understanding completely different. So somewhere we understand and we can accept, but they started in 5, 6 years. So they're having that seeds only. So whatever we are saying, whatever we doing the meditation and those ones, so their path is completely different for us. They are like just before I feel proud and I feel happy for that. I'm putting my daughter at 10, the meditation path, because even so they're in Australia, so they have so many things to accept the outside world when they're going, and suppose they have criticism and those ones, to accept the things outside us, so they have to do meditation. So then only they can realize the things, meditation. And also I can say also the classes and those ones also, I can, yeah, the reading the books and those ones also, if they start the 10 5 years, that will definitely that life going to be, I can't say very smoothly, so the life going to be like a beautiful flowers like that, but they get to know what they need to accept. They get to know the how I ne- how I need to travel in that path. So yeah, that's what I want to say. Definitely, ma'am. My suggestion is start like for the kids at least 5 to 10 minutes meditation. If the kid is not doing, don't force. Go with them and just sit with them and do meditation. How Lavanya madam is doing, you know. Mukund is like 100 days meditation. She given that the trophy to him. That type of things we had to do, and we had to encourage him, because outer world is completely different. They always ask us why we need to do, why we need to do meditation, why we need to do pranayama, why we need to listen these classes. They always pointing ourselves. So you have to know how to explain them. You have to know how to encourage them. Yeah, those things we had to understand, and we had to explain to the kids as well. So better we have to start, ma'am. So if we do that one only, they have better lives and smooth lives.
Yes, Naveena ma'am. Yeah, so yeah, we think that if meditation is there, like everything will be when no problems at all. It's not that. Only thing, our perception will change, our
Yes.
understanding will change to a problem, how to deal with it. Instead of like, okay, our perception without meditation or without this knowledge will be different. We will be full of emotions and everything. But when it is with the meditation, our emotions we still have emotions, but we know we are getting, will be aware of, okay, I'm getting angry, or I'm getting, my breath is becoming little more when we are taking too many breaths. So that's all like, that's what the awareness, slowly our emotions will reduce. It's not an one day job, like it will not just go away like that. So many emotions built for so many years. So it will take time, and but by introducing meditation in the kids who are at a young age, as you said, so they'll get into that awareness state in the initial phases. So their life will be, it'll be in a better understanding how to deal with any kind of situation. Yeah, that's right, Naveena ma'am. And also one thing, Naveena ma'am, so how do you start your day? Do you use any kind of practices or affirmations so that we could also use in our day-to-day life? So that like, yeah, what is the things for gratitude or forgiveness? How do you start your day? Like, do you follow any, like, and also one more question. So how do you deal any kind, like, if you get a problem, how do you put it across? Like, how do you express your gratitude during that time, or like how do you forgive any of your anyone who have hurted you during this life? Like, how do you do that?
My day start with the meditation. No? So just I sit like half an hour like that. So whatever the time I'll get. So the gratitude things, I always anything happen just in my mind. So I completely fall down on the earth. So I feel that imagination. So I am getting blessings from Mother Earth. So I always think that imagination, whatever I do, I start even in the this session as well. I started like touching that the Mother Earth. I feel that one. So that is first gratitude. And if the universe, I'll always like so thank the universe for giving anything. So if I'm happy in that way, I'm expressing thank you to the universe. I'm feeling that one. So that is the main thing I'm doing. And and even so, I felt that one. I'm surrendering to Saraja ma'am. So I feel that one. I'm surrendering to my mother, whatever he's saying. So those whatever I started, whatever I want to do, the new things, I get that those imaginations in my mind. That the gratitude I always felt that one. So if I do that one, I get more confident, and so yeah, I do that one. And also I do the pranayama things. The pranayama also very helpful for me, like doing Omkaram, Kita Pranayama, these ones, and yogic breathing. That is very helpful to me to do everyday session, everyday daily routines. Like so, we always sitting on the laptops, and so we losing our energies and those ones. The pranayamas will help for you, and also the nature connect. Mother Earth, and if anything, any happen, any like a stress, anything, I go sit under the tree. So that is the main thing I always do. Mm, Yeah. So coming to the next question, so how so when I learned the awareness session from Sajjan, so how I started is suppose I'm getting that any anger, any angry or anything, any emotion, I feel very sad on that day. So just I remind myself like so what happened to completely like the journey on the day, what happened in the daily. So I just realize myself. So where the anger is coming, how it's coming. So I realize, I think of myself, just thinking myself, and then I put my points. Okay, somewhere it is happened. Somewhere the block is happened. So I sit in the meditation. So just 5 to 10 minutes. Just I forgive myself, whatever I did, whatever the previous connection. I feel the forgiveness. So I feel forgive the others, and I feel like, and also, so I just before I say if the person or anything happened in the bad, so or not good with that person. I'm thinking about that, what the good things they did to me. So I always I'm trying to remind that good things. So I want to put that one. I don't want to put that whatever the bad words or anything. So here I want to explain, I want to share one more thing with my manager. I am very, like, I'm not that much good at English. So when I'm doing that one, he always pointing when I started at that time. So, I'm not getting angry on that, because I don't want to connect the ego in that situation. So because he want that, so he chosen me, he want that I want to improve myself. So that is the motto. I go. I don't want to connect why he is pointing me, why he is always telling to me this one, why he is throwing these things to me. Like, I never connected with my emotion. So I always thinking like what his motto, main thing. So that means he want to the good communication. He want what he want. I'm thinking. So that is the way I always prefer to think in our life. If you two persons are talking or anything, so what that what their main intention, we have to think, not the all the words or anything. What he want to tell to him, that was we have to think. Then only we can work on that situation. So yeah. And yes, ma'am. So that's what I do. Things.
Oh, great, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, so yes, the Mother Earth, visualizing on the hugging the Mother Earth. It's a beautiful tip, ma'am. Thank you for sharing that with us. We will also use it. And also sitting into meditation in or whenever you feel low in our emotions. That's a good tip, and so we could easily connect
Yeah.
where it's happening. Yeah.
You can connect with yourself. So mm, just if you get angry, if you get sad, if you get anything, any other emotions like a fear or anything, just even this one, even my daughter also start doing this one. She she's doing by herself only. Just you know, she got fear when some the camp or anything. She sit the meditation like a 5 minutes, so she get released from that, and she's like, she's following that one. Even I am following that one. It is very helpful. We don't leave that time. Just go and sit 5 to 10 minutes with yourself and understand that emotions.
Yeah.
It will
Great,
help you.
great tip to understand ourselves. Yes. Um, so our masters here, they have expressed that it's a beautiful session, and thanks for sharing your
Thank
experiences.
you, ma'am. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Naveena ma'am, for coming on this Mother's Day and sharing your beautiful journey with your little ones and how you have transformed your life completely by getting this wisdom from Saroja ma'am and other masters. So thank you so much, Naveena ma'am, and happy Mother's Day once again. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for giving better this
Hi,
opportunity.
Lavanya. Hi, Naveena, ma'am. It's Madhvi. It was so nice listening to you, Naveena, ma'am. It was like heartwarming on Mother's Day to listen to your experiences, and it was heart touching. Thank you so much for sharing with us. It was like in a simple way, in your simple words, you really made the day for us today. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, Lavanya, for just having a lovely session today. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhavi ma'am. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Thank you, Naveena ma'am, so much. We really enjoyed thoroughly your session and so many things to learn. And I think I need to re-listen it to once again to learn more points. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Lavanya, ma'am. Thank you.